Yes, hello students, welcome to this video lecture session. So today I am going to solve a numeric question in stator voltage control of an induction motor to control the speed. Okay, this numeric question is falls under module 3. The question is given here: a 2.8 kilowatt, 400 volt, 50 hertz, 4 pole, 1370 rpm delta connected squirrel cage induction motor has following parameters. Refer to the stator. So all the quantities here given refer to the stator. Rs is equal to 2 ohm. Okay, rotor resistance refer to the stator 5 ohm. Stator reactance and rotor reactance refer to the stator is given, both are 5 ohm. Okay, so magnetizing reactance is given 80 ohm. Now the motor speed is controlled by stator voltage control. When drawing the fan load, it runs at rated speed at rated voltage. Okay, so now it's asked to calculate motor terminal voltage, current and torque at 1200 rpm. Okay, it means what, the motor is running with rated voltage. Okay, and the speed is reduced to the 1200 rpm. So now it's asked to calculate the terminal voltage, current and torque at 1200 rpm. Okay, so let us first begin with to calculate the first full load torque. Here I have the equation. Okay, here equation, the T is equal to 3 over omega ms into v square. Okay, this is a basic equation to calculate the torque. Okay, so already I have discussed in the module 3 part A, in that equivalent circuit diagram we got this torque equation. Okay, so in this torque equation all the quantities are known. So only thing is we need to calculate first the slip and synchronous speed. Okay, I repeat here, here we need to calculate slip and synchronous speed. Okay, so here first I will calculate the synchronous speed. Okay, synchronous speed I will write here, ns is equal to 120 f by p. Okay, I will substitute as the frequency is given 50 hertz, number of poles are given 4. So now I got here 1500 rpm. Okay, so as in the torque equation we required here radian per second. Okay, radian per second, so that rpm to radian per second. Okay, so what should I have to use here? Omega ms is equal to 2 pi n divided by 60. Okay, so you have to substitute the n value, 2 pi n divided by 60. Okay, so here I got 50 pi radian per second. Okay, now I got the omega ms. Next I am calculating slip. Okay, as we know the slip equation, ns minus n divided by ns. Okay, so ns is just now we are calculated 1500 minus n is, it is given in the numeric problem, the 1370 rpm divided by 1500. Okay, so now if you are calculating this, you get the 0.0867. okay, this is the slip I have calculated. Okay, and this one is the omega ms, synchronous speed in radian per second, synchronous speed in radian per second. Okay, so now we will substitute this omega ms and sleep values in this equation. Once again I will show you this equation. Now I am substituting the values omega ms and sleep equation in this torque equation. This equation is full load torque, it will be gives. Okay, so now I will substitute directly. T is equal to it's nothing but full load, at full load torque we can say, at full load. Okay, now 3 divided by 50 by omega ms into 400 square into, okay, so rotor resistance referred to the stator is 5U, slip is 0.0867 divided by RS, stator resistance 2 ohm plus 5U divided by 0.0867, okay, this is square, okay, plus the sum of the reactance. Sum of the reactance is given, both are 5U, so that I will make 5 plus 5U squared. If you are calculating this, you will get here 48.13 Newton meter. Okay, so this is the full load torque. Okay. Next step is for a fan load, torque is proportional to the speed. Okay, so I will show you one equation here. For a fan load, torque is proportional to the speed square, so hence the TL is equal to K 1 minus S square. So using this equation, we are finding the values of K. Okay, so I am substituting directly in this equation. I will write once again. Okay, TL is equal to K 1 minus S square. Okay, now at the full load, T is equal to TL. At full load. Now we are calculated the full load torque. Okay, so I am substituting this all values. So it is 48.13 is equal to K 1 minus the sleep I got here 0.0867. okay, now if you are calculating this, you will get K is equal to 57.7. okay, so now that if I am substituting in above equation, so you can calculate any load torque with this K constant 57.7 1 minus S square. My new equation will becomes this. Okay, so here I repeat here 57.7 1 minus S whole square. This is the load torque. New equation becomes this one. Now the question is asked to calculate. Just I will go through the question. Okay, so is asked to motor terminal voltage, current and torque at 1200 rpm. So 1200 rpm. Let's first we have to find what is the sleep in this rpm. Okay, so here, okay, now I am new sleep I am calculating for, I will write here at 1200 rpm. okay, sleep is S is equal to 1200 rpm. S is equal to 1500 minus, now my speed is changed to the one, earlier it was 1370, now it is 1200. okay, so the 0.2 I got here. Okay, this is the sleep when the induction motor is running at 1200 rpm. Fine. So now already I have the equation, that what new equation what I told, the TL is equal to 57.7. I am substituting in here 1 minus, yes, I am substituting new slip. New slip is nothing but at 1200 rpm square. So I got the torque 36.9 Newton meter. So it shows that as the speed you are decreased, okay, when you are varying the stator voltage, that time what it will be happens, the torque is decreased. Earlier full load torque it was 48.13 Newton meter. Now at this speed, what it 1200 rpm, the Newton meter it will be 36.9. so here I can conclude that the as speed will be decreased, the torque also reduced. Okay, so next I am going to calculate the terminal voltage. Okay, terminal voltage at when the speed is 1200 rpm. Again I am using the same basic equation which it is first we are used here. Okay, so this equation once again I will show you here, this equation. Okay, I am substituting all the values I know. Okay, the slip I know, slip at 1200 what slip is there I am substituting. Okay, and all the things, and here the voltage I don't know what is the terminal voltage at particular torque, because torque I know, just now I calculated the torque 36.9 Newton meter. I am substituting in this here torque and I am calculating the voltage, and here which slip I am taking, the slip 1200 rpm. Okay, 1200 rpm. Now I will substitute all the values. Let's continue with this. Okay, so okay. 3 divided by omega ms, that is synchronous speed in radian per second. Okay, so v square I don't know, v is I want to find. Okay, v I want to find, that is why I am keeping as it is. Okay, remaining things I am substituting. Okay, so please note here I am taking this slip 0.2 because I am calculating the 1200 rpm. Now remaining things are as it is. Okay, 2 plus 5, again 0.2 it is, this is square, plus sum of reactance directly I wrote 5 plus 5, directly I wrote here 10 square. Now I know the load torque, how much it is, load torque is just now we are calculated here. Okay, so this is my load torque at 1000, I will write here if you want, at 1200 rpm. Okay, when the speed of an induction motor is 1200 rpm, that time the torque is 36.9 Newton meter. Now I will substitute this. Okay, 36.9. Now after simplification, simplifying this and finding the voltage V is equal to, here I got 253.2 volt. Okay, this is the terminal voltage. Okay, second thing we are calculated here, first one is load torque and second one is voltage. Okay, third one we need to calculate current. Okay, current, stator current we need to calculate. So here the stator current is nothing but what, the rotor current dash, because the equivalent circuit parameters were taken here and you are calculating the stator current. Okay, so here this is the rotor current referred to the stator plus magnetizing current. Okay, magnetizing current. Okay, so here the magnetizing current we are finding V is given, and sorry, first we will see here rotor current. Okay, rotor current we are finding with this equation. Okay, V divided by this, already I have discussed in earlier also. Okay, rotor current, these all the parameters and are taken from equivalent circuit diagrams which I explained earlier. Okay, so now the magnetizing current is nothing but V divided by JXM, where XM is the reactance of magnetizing. Magnetizing reactance, I repeat here, magnetizing reactance, okay, XM. So this value is given, XM value is given in the question, so it is 80 ohm. XM is given as 80 ohm. Okay, so let us begin with this. Okay, so first I will find the rotor current. Rotor current is equal to, just now I calculated the voltage, I am substituting this voltage 253.2 divided by 2 plus 5 divided by 0.2, the reactance. Okay, so now if you are calculating this, the value here I obtained 246 minus J 3.05. okay, 4 is there, anyhow I will write once again here, 8.246 minus J 3.054. okay, now I am calculating the magnetizing current, because rotor current and magnetizing current, some of this current will be gives the value of stator current. Now V is nothing but 253.2 divided by JXM, XM is 80, okay, magnetizing reactance. Fine. So now the sum of these two will be gives a stator current, IS. Directly I will substitute 8.246. okay, this value I will write as, okay, this value we will get the minus J, just a moment, I will calculate. Okay, minus J 3.165. okay, now I am substituting all the values. Okay, first I will substituting this value, because sum I am doing 8.246 minus J 3.054, then minus J 3.165. okay, after calculating, here I got 10.328 at an angle minus 37 degree. Okay, this is the current. Okay, so next the line current, the last one more point you have to write. Okay, okay, here I will write, no problem. So the current what I got here, the line current is equal to root 3 times of what current you got here, 10.328. it's nothing but, because it is delta connected, in question it is given that the delta connected squirrel cage induction motor. Okay, so line current it will be root 3 times of the what current you got here. Okay, so now if you are substituting this in calculator, here I got 17.89 amps. Okay, so this is the line current. Okay. So all the values we are calculated. Now I will conclude here. The first we are calculated the load torque, okay, and voltage. Okay, the terminal voltage is reduced. So the numeric question I will conclude here that the voltage is reduced to the 253.2 volt. Okay, I repeat here, the voltage is reduced to 253.2 volt. That time what happens, the speed will be becomes 1200 rpm. 1200 rpm. Okay, 1200 rpm. Just a moment. Okay, so this is what, just I'm searching. Okay, sorry. So here what it will be happens at any 1200 rpm, the load torque will be becomes 36.9, and the terminal voltage will be becomes how much it is? 253. Okay, so it means what? If you are reducing the stator voltage to control the speed from rated to the required, so what it will be happens, the torque will be reduces. Okay, full load torque, if you are looking to the here, the full load torque you got here, you see here, the full load torque we got here, the 48.13 Newton meter at any speed. How much it was there? Speed it was there in 1370. Now the speed is reduced to the 1200, so the torque will be reduced to the 36.9 and voltage is 253. Okay, finally you are calculated here. Correct. Okay, thank you. I hope it will be clear. So once we have to go through the numeric question and solve it, if you have any doubts you can ask me. Okay, thank you.